First, we'll start with the company profile. Publix Supermarkets, commonly known as Publix, is an employee-owned American supermarket chain headquartered in Lakeland, Florida. It is founded in 1930 by George Jenkins. Publix is a private corporation that is wholly owned by present and past employees and members of the Jenkins families. Publix operates throughout the southern United States with location in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia, and Kentucky. Next is the vision and missions of Publix Supermarket. Publix currently has only a mission, which is to be the premier quality for retailer in the world. Publix commits to be passionately focused in delivering high quality food and services to consumers across our regions of operation. Furthermore, for the values, the Publix commit to be dedicated to the dignity, value and employment security of our associates, devoted to the highest standards of stewardship for our stockholders and involved as responsible citizens in our communities.
Alright, so we'll be moving on with the case study purposes. There are 3 case study purposes in Publix Supermarket Incorporation. Firstly is to identify the strategic details such as what are the objectives of the company, the vision and the mission of the companies, and how the details affect the strategic management in the company. Because as we all know, the objective, vision and mission act as the guideline, as the driving factors for the companies. Therefore, they need to incorporate appropriate strategic management to attain those objectives in the companies. The analysis that we gain from the details will be used for future references. The second purposes of the case study is to analyze and determine the SWOT analysis of the companies, and the input will be analyzed for future references. SWOT analysis is a tool for us to determine the performance of the companies. It consists of 4 components, which is strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. These components will be analyzed and the inputs will be used as the references of the possible threat and risks that the company may face, and what are the appropriate strategic management that need to be implemented and need to be conducted in the organization and within the industry. Thirdly is to study, examine and analyze the strategic management and how is it being applied, practiced and implemented in the organization. As we all know, each companies have their own strategic management, and each strategic management have different outcomes. Therefore, we would like to study and analyze how the strategic management in Public Supermarket Corporation is being implemented and being applied on daily basis. The input will be used for future references and can be used to provide risk management strategy for the company.
EFA Matrix is a strategy analysis tool used to summarize and evaluate firms' opportunities and threats in external environment. It sets factors that directly influences a firm and its competitive actions and responses a firm takes to succeed. Based on the external factor evaluation matrix, there are 8 opportunities that has been evaluated for opportunities. It includes organic food is becoming popular, growing popularity in staffing in-store dietitian, graphic expansion, selling groceries on the internet, private label brands growing in popularity, utilizing social media for advertising, business intelligence creates efficiency, and Walmart planning to close stores and lower competition. Meanwhile, the 8 threats for public supermarket are: first, competition in grocery store market, food becoming more costly, rising labor costs, competition from online grocery shopping platforms, growing popularity of warehouse clubs like Costco, customer identified theft, growing popularity of farmers markets, and employee turnover is high among grocers. Based on the evaluation, the total weighted score of EFE matrix is 2.41. It indicated that Publix supermarket is doing well in business and able to take advantage of the external opportunities as well as avoid the threats that affect the firm. Now, let's look at the external analysis of Publix supermarket. The external market has very high competition with increasing segmentation in the market. There are two major segments, which are low-cost dealers, that is Walmart, and high-quality organic dealers, that is Whole Foods. The rising raw material can pose a threat to the Publix supermarket's profitability. Next, the technologies developed by the competitor or market disruptor could be a serious threat to public supermarkets in medium to long-term future. Hence, the market development will lead to dilution of competitors' advantage and enable public supermarkets to increase its competitiveness compared to the other competitors. To add up, over the past few years, the company has invested vast sum of money into the online platform. This investment has opened new sales channels for public supermarkets. In the next few years, the company can leverage this opportunity by knowing its customer better and serving their needs using big data analytics. In sum, Publix generally falls under the high quality provider. They should start moving towards a more high quality experience. They can also focus on the most critical factors and discount the non-important one. It also solved the long list problem where organizations end up making a long list but none of the factors deemed too critical.
So we're done with the external factors presented by my friend Adriana. Then we proceed with the strength of the internal analysis. I will highlight the top 3 of the best 3 of the strengths. The first strength shown by the Publix Supermarket Incorporation is one of the largest stores in Florida, whereby Publix maintains 1,345 store locations across the Southeast. As of June 2023, Florida has the largest number of stores with 856, representing over 63.6% of total locations. Secondly, is excellent customer service, whereas Publix has been recognized on Newsweek's 2023 as America's Best Customer Service list, ranking number 1 in the supermarket category for the 6th year in a row. Publix Director of Communications Maria Bruce mentioned that one of Publix's founding principles is treating our customers like royalty. The third one, the initiative of Employee Stock Ownership Program, whereas public associates are eligible to purchase public stocks after 1 year of continuous employment. Associates must be actively employed with Publix at the time of purchase and are subject to purchase limits based on their years of continuous employment and employment status. When there are strengths, there are also weaknesses in Publix Supermarket Incorporation, whereby the first weakness is slow market expansion. Compared to other well-known supermarkets like from other retailers, Publix faces intense competition from large national and regional groceries chains like Walmart and Target. Secondly, the prices are not affordable for all, where Publix is sometimes perceived as having higher prices compared to discount retailers. This perception can deter price-sensitive customers from shopping at Publix stores, particularly during economic downturn or periods of high inflation. Thirdly, Publix is not selling on the internet when the slow adoption of e-commerce. Although Publix has made progress in offering online shopping with delivery and curbside pickup options, the company has been relatively slow to adopt e-commerce compared to some of its competitors. Now we are looking for Publix Supermarket Incorporation Internal Factor Evaluation IFE metrics. As you can see that the firm has scored on a few key internal factors, especially the strength which the Publix Supermarket Incorporation is one of the largest stores, excellent customer service, and initiative of Employee Stock Ownership Program. The score accumulated is 2.51, which is above the average score of 2.5. This shows that a Publix Supermarket Incorporation has a significantly strong internal position. A competitive profile matrix, or CPM, is a useful tool for comparing to its major competitors. The matrix displays each company's strengths and weaknesses and critical success factors that refer to strengths and weaknesses, which include both external and internal factors. Based on the scores of the critical success factors in competitive profile matrix above, the overall score of the Publix is their product quality is near the best and they have good marketing overall. However, they need to step up their customer service and brand reputation to match their other competitors in their market segment. They need to keep an upskill feel to keep attracting customers.
Alright, so we'll be moving on with the next part of the presentation, which is the SWOT analysis. As we all know, SWOT analysis is a tool for us to determine the current performance of the company, internally or externally. SWOT analysis consists of 4 components, which is strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. So for the first strength of Public Supermarket Incorporation is that it prioritizes employees' welfare. Public Supermarket has approximately over 180,000 employees at the Caribbean for its entire outlets, and the company itself is a company-owned businesses, which means the company provide opportunity for the employee to invest and become part of company investment. Public Supermarket Incorporation is one of the nation's largest employee-owned company, which means the employee is the investor or the shareholders of the companies. Therefore, they need to prioritize the employees' welfare because they are part of the shareholders. Second strength of the Public Supermarket Corporation is that it value customer service. It put customers as the number 1 priority for the business. Public Supermarket Incorporation ranked as the number 1 by American Customer Satisfaction Index for over 14 years consecutively, and it prioritized a 10 feet 10 second rules, which means if the 10 feet of employee, the customer will get their products within 10 seconds. And then the company itself focusing on pleasing the customers by providing a lower prices compared to its competitors. Third strength of Public Supermarket is that it is located in convenient location. Most of the location for Public Supermarket Incorporations is located in the street shopping area, which most of the area is have a high range popularity dense, which means it is easier for them to attract customers. In addition, Public Supermarket has a joint venture with the real estate developer to get a strategic location deal for their business aspect. Alright, so for the weaknesses of the Public Supermarket is that it have various competitors. As we all know, in United States itself, we have here various names of wholesale brands such as Target, Walmart, Kroger's, and Food Lions. Those are among major competitors for Public Supermarket Incorporations. Due to numbers of its competitors, it's difficult for public supermarkets to venture into new market area and to retain more loyal customers, because they need to compete with other competitors that offer another unique products into their businesses. Secondly, Public Supermarket lack of international presence. For me myself, as we know, in Malaysia, the most common groceries brand that we often hear in United States of America, we often hear of Walmart, Target, and Kroger's. Very rare occasion of us to know the name brand of Public Supermarket. Therefore, Public Supermarkets still have a weak brand recognitions globally. Hence, it's very difficult for them to do expansions of franchise globally because there's still lack of brand recognitions in other countries. There are still many international customers that are still unaware of the nature of the business and the products offered by Public Supermarket Corporations. The third weaknesses of Public Supermarket is that it have slow progress in certain region. Due to its multiple outlets across United States of America, therefore it will be difficult for the headquarters to monitor all the performance in entire outlets. Therefore, there are certain regions that have slow progress of performance compared to another outlets. Alright, so we'll be moving on with the next components of the SWOT analysis, which is opportunity. The first opportunity for public supermarket is that it can emerge into new market. As we all know, customer nowadays are all about convenience. The easier, the better. We would like something that we can get access without actually going outside of our house. Something that we can purchase inside our house, and something that we can purchase online. Therefore, for public supermarket, they can actually emerge into online transaction market where they can create a platform where customer can purchase their products and then they can ship the products globally or locally. In addition, public supermarket can utilize their marketing teams. The public supermarket has approximately around 100 associates to represent around 50 positions of public supermarket to boost the marketing of their business. Therefore, by utilizing their marketing team, it will be easier for them to emerge into new market and to increase exposure of the business in the new market area. Secondly, it will be easier for public supermarket to maintain loyal customers, because as we all know, due to various competitors, public supermarket actually managed to offer a slightly lower prices of its product compared to some of its competitors. Therefore, it's easier for them to attract customers, because as the customers, they are more prone to purchase products that are cheaper. The cheaper, the better, because why they need to spend more money from the same product they can get cheaper somewhere else. Besides, public supermarket can utilize its own marketing team to actually emphasize what are the culture in public supermarket, which is to prioritize the customer. In addition, public supermarket also provide a Publix guarantee, whereas the company does not actually offer a loyalty program because they believe that the customer deserve to get the best in every services that they offer. Therefore, they have a Publix guarantee motto where the customers can get the best services and can demand for a better services from its employee. And the last opportunity for public supermarket is extension of franchise. As already been explained earlier, public supermarket is an employee-owned company. Therefore, due to its over 180,000 employee, therefore it will be easier for them to gain more capital for its employee. From the capital gained, they can actually consider to do pensions of franchise to another country to increase the brand recognitions and to improve the profits. And for the last component of SWOT analysis is threat. Okay, one of the threat for public supermarket is that it have an intense competition from its competitors. Those competitors can actually affect the company profit because it means the customers has an options. As example, if one of their competitors is conducting a sales, their customers are more likely go to their competitors to get the product because the items is cheaper during the sales. It will affect the company profit in the long term because they need to compete with various competitors. The second threat of the company is technology advancements. As we all know, technologies nowadays is getting more advanced day by day. The company need to keep up, and so does the customers. The customers like or prefer more convenient things, more convenient procedure. Therefore, for the company, they need to keep up with the current update of the technology, which means they can actually reduce the workload by implementing an advanced technology in your operation, such as by utilizing self-checkout counters. It can reduce the operational cost and can reduce the numbers of their employee. However, this will affect their employees' welfare policy because they will need to terminate employees, and it will affect the company's capital because the company is based on employee-owned company. So all the capital is based on their employees. If they reduce the employees, the capital of the company will also be reduced. The last threat of public supermarket is that it have lack of skilled employees. Publix supermarket itself have approximately around 180,000 employees. Therefore, it will be difficult for the management to actually conduct a training program to all of its employees because it will incur a significant cost due to its large employee portions. Therefore, it will be difficult for them to actually train employees, especially in management skills. So that will be all from me. Thank you.